What business owner doesn't dream of raving fans? People who are going to be your best customers, share your business with all of their friends, and love up on your business, basically. How do you actually get them, though? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Most people will tell you you create raving fans by giving great customer service. But honestly, that's the bare minimum. That's how to not create raving haters, which is not the same thing at all. So let's talk about some real tips. Before we jump right in, make sure you hit that subscribe button to be notified when I release a new video every week on building your own online coaching business. Tip number 1, identify who your raving fans might be. The truth is, raving fans do not happen by accident. There are going to be people who do love you, but who aren't the type of people who rave about really anything. And while you absolutely want to take great care of those people too, you also want to know who will be a raving fan so that you can start going out there, finding them, and purposefully building your audience with raving fans. For example, when I started this business, I started with a very specific audience. Women who had already been in their audience for 10 or more years, who were already successful in their careers, but were simply feeling unfulfilled. Even more specifically, women who wanted to build health, career, or relationship coaching businesses. I did my research and I saw that these women were very supportive of brands that they love. They were confident, they had strong opinions, and they were very comfortable sharing them. So that's the audience I purposefully built at the beginning of this business. I did get other people outside of this audience too, and now my audience has expanded significantly, especially to include men. But when I started, I knew I had very limited resources, and so I had to make the biggest splash, if you will. So I focused on building that audience. I went out of my way to find those people, to build those relationships, and it made a massive difference. This goes way beyond knowing your ideal client avatar. This is about not just knowing who your ideal client is, but who within that audience is going to be the person who is going to promote you and support you. That audience I built in the beginning, my clients were always talking about how awesome I was, the awesome results that they got, recommending me to friends, and giving me amazing testimonials. Of course, I did have to do a good job, which I did, but it was also because I got clear on who would be a raving fan in my business. Then I went out there, I found those people, I connected with them, and I earned that relationship. It all starts with getting clear for you. What group of people would be raving fans for your offer? What about their situation, personality, and character would contribute to that? Tip number 2, be honest. This one can be hard. You've got to be willing to challenge the status quo when applicable and to share what you strongly believe in. That's not always popular. But you know what? The people who just want to hear the things that they want to hear, that's not your audience. Those are not going to be your raving fans. For example, I have told people, and I still do, who want to build a business that they aren't qualified to build, that they are not qualified to build it and they should not use my program to do that. And yes, most of the time that means I won't make that sale, even at the beginning of my business when every single sale felt like such a miracle. But it also meant that I always showed up for my audience and they knew that they would always get it straight from me. Or here's another example. You are going to get people in your audience who ask if they should take your program even if they're struggling financially. And again, live on my webinars, on my live streams, I've told to them, no, that's not your top priority then. You need to get a stable job and income first. Again, it can be hard to turn that sale away, especially in the beginning when every single sale counts so much. But you know what? That also creates something way more valuable for you and your business. It shows your audience that they can trust you, because you are always going to tell them what they need to hear, not what's best for you or what they want to hear. Let me give you one more example. I always say that it doesn't have to be complicated to build a coaching business, but that does not mean that it's easy. I make it clear you have got to work hard, and I talk about how hard I work to this day. I'm not sitting by the beach sipping margaritas, and I don't want to be. That turns off people who are looking for get-rich-quick schemes, and I don't want those people anyways. But you know what it does do? It also attracts more of the right people for me. These are people who are willing to do the work, who are my ideal clients, and who, through building that trust, become my best customers and raving fans who are confident in recommending you to their friends because you've built that trust. That's why there is nothing like honesty and trust for creating raving fans in your business. People who know that you always deliver on what you promise and that they can depend on you to give it to them straight, whether or not it's what they want to hear, it's what they need to hear. Tip number 3, make your clients feel special. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this goes way beyond just good customer service. When your clients trust you with their time and their money and their care, you've got an amazing opportunity to amplify that relationship into a raving fan. And the way to do that is to make them feel truly seen and special and supported. So let me give you a few ideas and examples. You can do client-only offers. So for example, often when I'm releasing a brand new program, I will offer my existing customers a very special discount in price. Or sometimes I'll see a student asking something in one of my student communities, and I'll drop them a personal email to answer their question and provide a little bit of additional support if I feel that that's really going to help them. Other times I'll pop into a student group and do a surprise live stream. Or sometimes I'll create free trainings that are just for existing customers. Way too often nowadays, I see too many coaches focusing on just making the sale and then completely forgetting about what comes after that. That's such a mistake because that's when your relationship is just beginning. Take good care of your clients and make them feel special because they are. And then here's what's going to happen. They're going to realize that you care about them as a person. And that's going to help them see you as a person in return, not just a business or a brand. And you know what happens when that does? It makes them more likely to engage with your content, your posts, your articles, your videos, your live streams, to honor their payments to you, and to speak up for and to support you just because they like you. And by the way, this isn't theory. This is the foundation of how I've built my business. It's the reason I was able to cross $1 million in sales in my first year. It's the reason I was able to cross $1 million in sales in my first year and have since then, over the past few years, consistently increased our revenue and profitability. Take care of your customers, your most likely raving fans, and in return, they will take care of you. Those are my 3 unique tips for creating raving fans in your own coaching business. If you liked this, then I'm pretty sure you're going to love another free video I have for you on the secrets to growing a successful coaching business. It's called Coaching Business Mastery: 4 Secrets of the Trade. If you want to know those secrets, make sure you check out that video, which is linked in the description below. And finally, if you want a step-by-step system so that you know what to do to build your own coaching business to 6 figures, from idea clarity to getting your first paying clients to having a system that consistently brings in clients to you every single month, make sure you check out my free masterclass on the exact system that I used to build a 6-figure coaching business before I even turned in my notice. I'll show you how I built my first ever online coaching business using just my job skills, starting completely from scratch, and crossed over $106,000 in sales in 4 months while juggling my job. I have it linked in the description below, so if you want to get that, make sure you sign up for it. If you liked this video, please let me know by liking it below, and let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. I would love to hear from you. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe for my to-the-point videos every single week on building your own online coaching business. Share this with your entrepreneurial friends so we can all create some amazing raving fans and love in our businesses, and I will see you next time.